Welcome to the Roadrunner 89 Investment Network, where we talk about interracial love and marriage. Hope you enjoy. Swirl to Investment. How's everybody doing today? I want to talk about marriage between black women and white men. Okay? We have seen studies, and you might even witness it in real life, where black women and white men marriages are being successful. They found that black women and white men's marriages are the longest lasting and the most successful. They've done studies about this. And we're seeing it in real time. And when people dig into it and find out it's true, some are confused, some can't believe it. For me, it's no surprise, okay, because of how black women are, how amazing they are. But I think black women, white men should open up their options to each other and get that blessing that's there. There's a blessing there, and there are black women, white men that are ready to receive each other, that are ready to date each other and marry each other. We're the least likely group to get married, but when we do, we're the most successful. And I think it's because in our communities, we're expected to make things happen. We're expected to perform. And, being raised like that, conditioned, when we get together, we're both working for that relationship. And I believe we're looking beyond the initial good time in the relationship. We're looking for the relationship in the long run. I believe that. And there would be so many more interracial relationships and marriages if black women and white men would open up their options. Of course, there's barriers, right? White men have always been the leader within the white community. We know this, okay? And they're the least likely to marry out, okay? Actually, white women are least likely than white men because of, the influx of white men marrying Asian women. But anyway, what I'm saying is white men and black women are one of the least likely groups to marry out, right? But when they do, when they marry each other, black women, white men, they're the most successful. Things are happening. It's amazing. And then they're the most attacked. You would think they would be the biggest failure when it comes to marriage, but actually they're the biggest success. And there's a blessing there. And why does it not happen more? And I think it's because of society. We're still in that segregated mindset. And especially when it comes to black people and white people, nobody really cares about interracial relationships anymore. Unless it's black women and white men. For some reason, people get triggered. Okay? And maybe it's because of history and other things. But this is the group that's the most successful. And I believe this is the group that's going to grow the fastest as years go by. And because we are finding that success. And once it becomes more of a norm, it's going to happen a lot more. And I would just tell black women, white men, open up your options. Get to know each other. You got to vet because there's good and bad in every group. But get to know each other. You'd be surprised that how much alike black women and white men are. How much they have in common when it comes to family, tradition. I believe in a marriage, the most successful woman a man can choose is a traditional woman, right? A woman of faith, a woman that believes in, the basic nuclear family. And a lot of black women are traditional like that. A lot of black women are women of faith. And when you get a traditional black woman and white man together, you got something that is very special. You have a blessing. And, and black women are doing amazing things right now. Black women are getting their degrees. They're the biggest entrepreneur group. Black women are the most loyal. They are. And they're the most loving. And I would say the most spiritual. And for white men not to notice this, and black women, not to open up their options, I mean, both groups are missing out on a blessing. And I've known so many people through the years that said, yeah, I was dating a black girl back in the day. I was with this black woman that really loved me, but I let her go because I felt society wouldn't accept it. My family wouldn't like it, hers wouldn't. And they threw away a beautiful relationship for other people. To me, that is sad. And I see it on both sides. I've seen black women tell me this, that they were with a white guy and they wish they would have held on to that relationship. But they didn't because of what society said, their friends, people around them. They were influenced by others. But the black women and white men that put each other first, they're the power couple. They're finding true love. They're lasting. They're living their best life. And yeah, there's haters around. There's people that don't like it, but it's not their life. It's not their choice. And if we could get beyond that, black women, white men, I think marriage in America, the percentages would go up. I do believe that. Because, look, black women, white men will date each other, okay? There's some that won't, yes, but a lot of them will. But a lot of them are scared. A lot of black women are scared, and you can't blame them because they've been told so many negative things about white men that they're unsure. Plus, it's getting out of your comfort zone. Getting to know somebody from a different culture. But that's not a bad thing. That can be a blessing. And if black women and white men would just give each other a chance and get to know each other, there's a blessing there that could last forever. And what do we need in our country? To be separated by race or to have good marriages? Across the board. I believe marriages is what builds a family, a good community. Well, marriage is the foundation of the family. Starting with a husband and wife, having children, raising their kids, teaching them right from wrong. And I think our country would be better off if we had more marriages. And I believe we got to get out of that racial segregation and get into people that love and care for us. We need to look not at a person's outward appearance, their skin tone and all that other stuff, or race, but get inside their heart and soul and see what they're about. You'll find that black women are amazing. Black women have a big heart. They're nurturing. They're loving. When they love you, they'll do anything for you. I can talk from experience with my wife. She will do anything for me because she loves me. Of course, I'll do anything for her because I love her. And we have that power dynamic because we put each other first. We found that just because we don't look alike, we can have a beautiful, long-lasting marriage. And, when we get to know each other, we find out black women and white men in a lot of ways are alike. In a lot of ways, they want to have that traditional marriage, that family structure. And why would we throw it away to be race loyal? And black women are outnumbered. Black women outnumber black men by approximately 2 million in the United States, right? And then black men date and marry out twice as much as black women do. So I think it's real critical that black women have that option button open up their options. And it's critical for white men too, because we're finding that we're having more successful marriages with black women than white women. And it's true. They've done studies on this. And why is that? Because I think we're so much alike. We're the ones that people count on to make things happen. We're used to making it happen. We're strategic. We come together. And, we need to open up more and more. Get to know that black woman. And I'm speaking to white men. Get to know that black woman. Get to know her heart. Get to know how loving she is. How beautiful she is from the inside and out. We all know the black women are beautiful, on the outside, but they're very beautiful on the inside. They got a big heart. Black women have a lot of character. And you can find, a black woman that's just flowing with love. And to throw it away to be loyal to somebody just because they look like you, to me, that's dumb. And in today's world, we need to be strategic. And marriage rates being low, we need to open up our options and look for that person that loves us, that wants that traditional life, that wants that nuclear family. And once we do that, I think things are going to open up. Marriage rates are going to increase. I believe that. I can't see the future, but what I see in black women, the love and character they have, it can only get better. I'm just saying. But anyway, my message is black women, white men, open up your options. Give each other a chance. You might find out how much love you really have for each other. Don't buy into stereotypes and generalizations. Okay? Find out the truth. Open up your options. Swirl to investment.